We only said goodbye with words. I died all.
The name of this global movement reflects a specific mission born from a song released on November 9th, 2018. This report covers how the fan collective known as The Shield has managed the career of artist Angelina Jordan for over 12 years. While many viral stars vanish after a single hit, this organized group helped transition a 7-year-old prodigy into a major independent artist by 2026. Angelina Jordan Astar originally released the track titled Shield as a personal anthem regarding her family's resilience and their ability to guard her from external negativity. For the dedicated listeners, that title transformed into a permanent mission statement that defined their role within her professional trajectory. These individuals operate as a self-moderated assembly that actively protects her privacy while ensuring her artistic integrity remains unchallenged by industry pressures. What followed was the creation of a digital fortress where her legacy could grow safely outside the traditional pop music machine. This unique relationship changed the dynamic between performer and audience because it placed the power of career longevity directly into the hands of those who value her talent most. This group remains the primary reason she successfully avoided the common pitfalls of childhood fame. Working together, they created a lasting impact. Global attention first centered on the young performer following her victory on Norway's Got Talent in May 2014. Her performance of the classic song Summertime became a viral sensation that introduced the world to her unique vocal style at just 7 years old. Since that initial success, her digital reach expanded into a massive footprint that currently dominates several major social media platforms. Statistics from March 2026 confirm that her popular cover of Bohemian Rhapsody has surpassed 31 million streams on the Spotify platform. Her social media presence now includes 1 million followers on TikTok, with 11.7 million total likes recorded. Additionally, her YouTube channel holds nearly 1 million subscribers, while generating over 123 million total views. Records indicate that her various clips and performances have reached an estimated 2 billion lifetime views across the internet. The result was a steady rise in fame that defied the typical short lifespan of internet celebrities. This momentum allowed her to maintain relevance across a decade of growth and artistic development. What followed next was a series of high-profile events that solidified her position as a global entertainer. Her early success was not just a fleeting moment, but the start of a deep connection. One of the most recognizable aspects of her stage presence involves a commitment that began during a trip to Iran. This defining characteristic involves her choice to perform barefoot as a lifelong tribute to a young girl she encountered who had no shoes. At 6 years old, Angelina was so deeply moved by this meeting that she vowed to remain shoeless on stage until every child in the world has access to footwear. This event served as the core inspiration for her book titled Between Two Hearts, and ultimately established her fan-given nickname of the Barefoot Princess. Her commitment to this cause remains a central pillar of her public identity and charitable mission. Fans often cite this story as the primary reason for their deep emotional connection to her music and message. The turning point came when she realized her platform could provide more than just entertainment for her audience. Beyond the stage, the collective efforts of the artist and her fans have raised millions of dollars for various environmental causes and children's organizations like Save the Children. These charitable contributions have transformed her fan base from a simple audience into a global force for social change. This barefoot tradition continues to resonate with new listeners who discover her story today. The commitment remains as strong in 2026 as it was at the very start of her musical career. High levels of coordination within the fan base have led to the creation of a verified digital information repository. The fan community remains highly organized and centered around the Angelina Jordan Fan Club, known as the Shield. To ensure the accuracy of her career history, moderators maintain a quality-controlled database called the Wiki, which serves as a central hub for verified data. This community also actively supports specific digital curators like the Angelina Jordan fan channel and other archivists like Rusty Shackelford. These dedicated individuals work to preserve her extensive catalog of over 130 vocal covers for future generations of listeners. In early 2026, the community demonstrated its significant purchasing power by launching a physical first campaign for her latest studio album. This organized effort resulted in high independent sales margins for vinyl copies, which outperformed many standard streaming figures. What followed was a clear demonstration that her audience values physical ownership and high-quality audio over convenient digital streaming alone. The group continues to act as a self-sufficient ecosystem that manages her legacy without the need for traditional marketing departments. This level of dedication is rarely seen in modern music and provides a stable foundation for her career. The Shield remains vigilant in their efforts to support her artistic vision. A massive surge in international visibility occurred in January 2020 during a high-profile televised competition. This turning point came when Angelina appeared on America's Got Talent: The Champions and delivered a performance that captivated the American public. During the show, Judge Heidi Klum provided the coveted golden buzzer while describing the young artist as a superstar in the making. This endorsement from a major industry figure helped propel her into a new level of global fame and professional opportunity. Following this success, the artist officially secured a recording contract with Republic Records in August 2020. Her major label debut single, titled Million Miles, arrived later that year in November. This period marked her transition from an independent prodigy to a mainstream artist, backed by the resources of a global music corporation. She began collaborating with high-level production talent, including the duo known as Stargate and the songwriter Toby Gad. While this era brought her music to a wider audience, it also introduced new challenges regarding her creative control and signature sound. The support of Heidi Klum remains a consistent factor in her career, as the judge continues to be a vocal advocate for her talent. This transition period was essential for establishing her presence within the competitive United States music market. Following her success on the American stage, her time with Republic Records brought both professional growth and internal debate. While her contract with the major label provided significant resources, it also introduced contrasting viewpoints within her dedicated fan community. Some supporters appreciated the global reach and polished production that came with a major label partnership. However, other members of the Shield expressed concerns that the production style of Republic Records was overproduced compared to her natural jazz roots. These fans felt that the raw emotional power of her voice was being lost in modern pop arrangements. This tension between commercial appeal and artistic authenticity became a recurring theme during her early teenage years. Despite these debates, her collaboration with the production team Stargate allowed her to explore new genres and songwriting techniques. The resulting music expanded her discography and tested her versatility as a contemporary vocalist. And this is where things changed for her long-term strategy, as she began to prioritize her original vision over label expectations. The balance between corporate interests and artistic integrity remained a point of discussion for several years. This period provided valuable lessons that would eventually shape her decision to return to her independent roots. The experience held lasting importance for her future career moves. By early 2026, a significant change in artistic direction emerged as the performer embraced an independent path. This movement is frequently described by her supporters as the organic rebellion, which emphasizes her return to a more authentic and traditional sound. The focus has shifted away from the polished pop production of her earlier major label years toward a style that highlights her vocal nuances. This independent career path allows her to maintain full creative control over her music, videos, and touring schedule. Her latest project, titled Secret of the Soul, serves as the definitive answer to critics who questioned her ability to transition into an adult artist. The album released on January 9, 2026, and quickly began charting in both the jazz and vocal pop categories. What followed was a renewed sense of purpose that resonated deeply with her core audience and attracted new listeners who value musical authenticity. This rebellion against industry norms is supported by the organized efforts of The Shield, who continue to promote her music through grassroots campaigns. The decision to move away from major label distribution appears to have strengthened her bond with her most loyal followers. Her current success is built upon a foundation of artistic freedom and direct fan engagement. This shift marks a new era for her as a mature and self-determined performer. Recent years have brought professional challenges, including a reported legal dispute with a major national broadcaster. During 2025 and 2026, reports surfaced regarding a $13,000 legal battle with the Norwegian broadcaster NRK. The dispute centered on the rights to footage from her early career, which remains a significant part of her digital legacy. Despite these legal hurdles, her fan base has remained extremely protective of her image and intellectual property. The Shield actively monitors digital platforms to identify and report unauthorized re-uploads, or artificial intelligence-generated tracks. These fans work to ensure that her authentic voice is not diluted by fake content or digital manipulations. This protective nature extends to her privacy, as the community discourages speculation about her personal life. The result was a coordinated effort to maintain the high standards associated with her professional brand. The turning point came when the community realized they could act as a decentralized legal and PR team for the artist. This level of protection has allowed her to focus on her music while her fans manage the challenges of the digital landscape. Their vigilance remains a key component of her continued success in the modern music industry. The legal challenges with NRK highlighted the importance of owning and controlling her historical archives. Behind the global stage success lies a creative foundation built upon deep family mentorship and artistic guidance. Her grandmother, Mary Zamani, remains her primary creative mentor and plays a central role in her artistic development. As an artist and poet, Zamani provides the illustrations for many of her books and lyric videos, which creates a consistent visual identity for her brand. This close family connection has provided a stable environment that allowed her to navigate the pressures of international fame from a young age. The relationship between the artist and her mentor is often cited as the source of her soulful and mature perspective on music and life. Singing remains as vital as breathing to her, and this passion is nurtured by her supportive family circle. This creative environment allows her to experiment with new ideas while staying true to the values established at the start of her career. The synergy between her family's guidance and the protection of the Shield has created a unique support system. It is this combination that allowed her to transition from a child prodigy into a self-assured adult artist in 2026. Her grandmother's influence is evident in the poetic nature of her lyrics and the visual storytelling that accompanies her songs. This family affair ensures that her creative vision remains pure and unaffected by external market trends. As of April 2026, the artist has reached a new career peak with the release of her full-length studio project. The album, titled Secret of the Soul, continues to perform well in several categories while she travels for her extensive legacy tour. This tour focuses on performing in major cities and large stadium venues where she can showcase her vocal talent to massive audiences. A defining feature of these live shows is her commitment to vintage vocal performances that avoid the use of modern artificial intelligence or backing tracks. This approach reinforces her dedication to musical authenticity and live instrumentation. The story of The Shield is a clear testament to how a fan base can act as more than just a passive audience. By organizing into a protective and charitable force, these fans have ensured that her voice remains heard on a global stage. The barefoot promise she made at 6 years old continues to be a central part of her identity as she moves forward in her career. As she continues her tour throughout 2026, the power of this dedicated community remains the bedrock of her independent success. Her journey from a young winner on a talent show to a global icon represents a new model for artistic longevity in the digital age. The Shield will likely remain her greatest asset as she continues to release new music.